This week's edition of Diggnation is brought to you by GoDaddy.com, Netflix,
and Pidgin Southeast Computers.
Not quite as good as Falcon Northwest.
Ride the Pidgin.
Welcome to Diggnation.
Also potentially hazardous to your health.
All right, moving on. Why do you have flies in your freaking house? I noticed this earlier.
It's Southern California and I have fruit.
You put zombie and you put eerie in the title, and I don't want to do it. Diggnation.com. Hello, welcome to Diggnation, episode number 94. I'm Kevin Rose.
And I'm Alex Albrecht. Diggnation covers some of the hottest user-submitted stories on the social news website, Digg.com. That's Digg.com. I can't believe we have said that half of 94 times.
Why? Because we split it up.
Yeah,
you do one
couldn't
week,
be.
I do one week.
Yeah, right.
It's been a few times.
It has been a few times.
We're getting up there, approaching
Yes.
episode number 100.
T-100!
Have we decided what we're doing for 100?
No.
We haven't decided yet.
No.
We'll let you know.
Yeah. It's in our ears, thoughts, and minds. Also
Yeah,
our prayers. So we're back in LA.
Yep. Alex's house,
Yes.
same old pillows, same old
Couch. I know I gotta do
dirty
an
couch.
upgrade.
It
It's
is
only
time for an
dirty
upgrade.
because you vomited on it.
Right.
Which we could show again because it's like that is like the
No.
clip to beat all clips for
No,
Diggnation.
it was pretty bad. There's never been a. Oh, you did vomit in the episode right after the episode.
I
of,
vomited
Reno.
right after the episode in Reno. Although I did, and I'm still to this day, thanks be to Jesus that they didn't get it on film. That afterwards I stood up and fell over. Do you remember that?
Yes.
As soon as I stood
The
up, it was
second
like,
the camera
that was a
went
great
off,
episode.
you fell.
Camera goes off, I stand
It
up
was
and fall
over.
over.
That was a weird night for everybody.
You don't even know.
It was like 2 a.m. I'm in a jacuzzi with women, and I had like shrimp cocktail with ranch sauce and like
I
chicken
love that
fingers.
that's what you were having the rock star moment, and me was hugging the toilet.
Right. But
And then I got the call from you. You were like, "Oh wait, I got a lot of ladies in the hot tub with some thing. I should make sure Alex is still alive. Thank you."
yeah, but did I call you? I don't even
Yeah,
remember.
like
I was probably like, get up here.
No, you were like, "Are you alive?" "Yeah, I'm horrible. Help me, G." And you're like, "All right, cool, bye."
It was pretty bad. All I know is that like ranch sauce was spilling into the jacuzzi, and I
you
didn't
didn't
care.
care.
I'm like, whatever.
You know why? Because that is a hell of a jacuzzi.
That's right.
Although the image of ranch sauce falling into a jacuzzi in that situation, kind of disgusting.
Ranch sauce with shrimp, good combo.
Really?
Didn't know until I tried. I was drunk. Might not be so good sober, but at the time,
At the
amazing
time-
combination.
All right, so when you're drinking, speaking of drinking, Kevin,
Yes.
how about that for a segue to our alcohol this morning?
Yes, we don't have beer. Well, we have a ton of beer. Thank you, by the way, for sending in your
Yes.
beer. We have cases and cases of beer, but
We have more beer than any man would ever want to consume.
we have a new sponsor,
Yes.
winelibrary.com.
Yes.
And this is not only a website where they talk about wine and forums and things like that, it's also a video podcast.
Yes, winelibrary.tv.
Yes, no. tv.winelibrary.com.
TV.com.
Did you
It's
get the
underneath here.
Yes, tv.winelibrary.com. The guy Gary Vaynerchuk. Is that his last name? It's
Yes.
really weird, Prager. Vaynerchuk? Yeah, I met him.
Vaynerchuk.
No, I know him, but I'm just saying his weird last name. It's hard.
Yeah.
Sent us a bottle of wine, and he said, hey, try this out. He does a really kind of crazy podcast.
It's like Mad Money for wine.
Right. And
Like
he's
he's
like,
just go guy.
and he goes outside like in the cold, like
Yeah.
here's some video of him in the cold, like he's outside trying wine, like what does wine taste like at negative
And
30?
he's like making wine hardcore.
Really, really, really nice cassis flavors coming through as well. I will admit that the weather is affecting me because it's a little tough to smell in comparison to being in the office. Great complexity on the mouthfeel.
Yes.
Like he's like, let's drink some goddamn wine. Wow!
Let's taste some wine. Let's taste some goddamn wine. I want to eat it. I want to eat this glass. This smells exactly like soy sauce. I'm serious. You have to spend $80 to smell this wine because it's soy sauce.
And
But
I'm
he's
like,
cool.
This is awesome.
It's a cool podcast. It's weird to see, like, normally it's like old people like tasting and sipping wine. This is actually someone like
Yeah.
of an age and just having a good time with it.
Because I enjoy me some wine.
Right.
I
As
have
do
been
I.
known to sup on the vino. Mm-hmm. Speaking of which, let's pour some of this 1995 Chateau Blanc.
Let's
It's actually a Chateau Ferrari.
There we go. I learned this from his podcast. You swizzle like this.
Yes, for aeration.
And then you bring it. Oh, wait, no, I'm allowed to touch air. It's with the white wine you can't touch air because it warms it up. Then nose inside the glass.
You're gonna
Deep
vomit.
sniff.
Wait.
No, it's good. It's
I want to
opening
try
up.
some
It's
of the
opening up.
legs.
It's opening up.
Arms. What is it
It's
called?
legs when you see the little streaks going down.
And is
These
it
are
no- it's
terrible
nose?
wine glasses. Who
Dude,
buys wine glasses
These
like
are
this?
expensive wine glasses.
These are not.
These are crystal. These are
They are
crystal
not
and gold
Cristal.
flecked.
Are
No,
they?
they're not crystal.
No, I
that
didn't
is a
mean
wine.
that.
It's
a bubble.
I got these because when I started dating Heather, her parents literally gave me these wine glasses because mine are so ghetto that they were like, our daughter needs to drink out of good wine glasses.
Ooh.
Hold on.
This is nice. Now I don't know how he would
Oh, the
describe
nose
this.
is good. Nutty.
I'm gonna say there's a little bit of there's hints of hazelnut
Oh, that was.
and
wow.
some chestnuts.
Were those nuts on the chest or in some sort of pirate chest?
A little bit of a pirate chest type flavor. Hairy and full-bodied.
No, it may have looked like I was actually snarfing, but what I was doing was aerating in the mouth. That's
Mouth aeration.
it's mouth aeration.
We know nothing about wine, clearly. I know I like to drink wine.
Oh, that's good. It's fruity. It's like Cocoa Pebbles. Well, no, Fruity Pebbles. Fruity Pebbles. Sorry.
He's watching right now being like, you are
You're slaughtering
killing
my wine."
$75 bottle of wine. How much was this, by the way?
I don't know. $75.
All right, it's good stuff. It is doing the job.
Oh wow, it makes you cry a little right at the end. That's actually really good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
That's like a puma. Smooth, and stealthy.
Dude, seriously, we should start reviewing wines. I mean, these are great.
I think that would probably cause a lot of people who review wines to come and hunt us down and shoot us.
Totally.
Because we'd be like, well, it's red. Again, we're going red. Tastes like taint.
It's like Puma.
Tastes like puma.
All right.
All right.
So thank you to TV. If you want to watch the podcast, tv.winelibrary.com.
Yes.
Very cool
Ooh,
stuff.
that is actually really good now that I think about it.
He's a good wine reviewer, I'm telling you. It's good stuff.
Plus, it was refreshing to get
Something a little different.
a little different. I think this is made from grapes. I think.
It is
Or is
good.
this the other kind?
No, this is grapes.
Okay. Let's
First
get
story.
to it, shall we?
Yep.
Well, first off, cheers,
Cheers.
to 84 weeks of
Happy
pounding
84.
our liver.
All right. So,
Oh, 94.
95. That was a good year. Graduated high school.
I didn't.
Dating
I was
myself.
in
College. It's weird. All right,
By
first
1 year.
1 year.
Sorry.
A little bit older. First story of the day, Grand Canyon Skywalk is a ripoff. 2,612 people dug the story, submitted by AD1825. Anyone who is planning a trip to experience the Grand Canyon Skywalk should read this. The view and feelings of hovering were amazing. It really was the closest thing I've come to experiencing flight.
So where's the
Ultimately, the experience has really got me soured by the feeling of being taken advantage and lied to. So, well, here's
That's
the thing.
weird that he first says, it was awesome, I felt floating and loved it.
No.
I hate these people.
Let me actually find the link so I can show you. First off, they don't allow you to take pictures. So they're like, you can go walk out on this plank, but you can't take pictures. It's a little tiny ramp. I mean, the guy had like 10 different things that was wrong with it. He had to
Little
sneak.
tiny ramp?
He had to, first of all, it's all dirt roads. They drive you out there like 45 minutes just to get out to this place.
Oh, well, that already, F that in the
It's a total of $25
Okay.
per person, in addition to
right,
the cost
it's on some sort of reservation, right?
Right, and then there's a Grand Canyon West entrance package that you have to pay to get in. So the entire thing is $50 on top of the $25 per person. So it's $75 a pop to get out
Oh.
there, just to get on this, get to the ramp. He was able. Look at that picture. It's kind of lame. He shot that from his pocket because there's 5 security guards making sure that you don't take pictures.
I get, what is the problem with them not, why would you, is there a time limit? Like you can only get out there and they're like, all right, move
Yeah,
along.
I mean, it's basically like a group and then another group, and they go out one after another, and it's $75. Huge ripoff. Takes forever to get out there. This guy's more just like, hey, if you ever hear, I mean, you've heard about this, right?
Well, you saw like the building it and all that stuff.
Well, they
and it's
have
a complete
models and all that
suspended
stuff.
Well, it's like, what is it, glass?
Oh damn! They took down the Flickr page. They took down the pictures. That's weird. Maybe they're threatening to sue or something.
Damn it. it.
Anyway,
God damn that Grand Canyon.
so
Always suing people and stuff.
well, by the time they get out there, it was $75, and they're talking about the fact that you can actually go and you can rent a plane. You
Yeah,
know, it's not
right.
much more than that. If you want to take a plane and
Or a
fly down the Grand
helicopter
Canyon,
tour.
yeah, there's tours with helicopters. There's a lot of other stuff that you can do, and basically just to go out on this little ramp like 50 feet out is lame. The views
Yeah.
are so-so.
Yeah.
But you're actually getting
Would
ripped
you
off.
go?
No, well, to the Grand Canyon?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a vacation for me.
Me neither, man.
It's kind of like a
Some
family
people get
thing.
so excited about the Grand Canyon, like seeing the Grand Canyon before you leave, and I'm like, you know,
It's not going anywhere.
Well, that's true.
So it's like,
I mean, sheesh.
you know what I mean? Like, you can always go back. I don't know. I would do the donkey ride, though.
I'm sure you would.
Have you heard about that, though? You can get on these little donkeys, and they take you down to the base of Grand Canyon, and then you can do like a rafting trip. You drink beers, you raft. That's fun.
Sounds fun.
Have you done
I
a
like-
rafting trip before?
I have done rafting before. I enjoyed it as I went. Mm-hmm. This wine is really good, by
It's
the way.
really good.
I don't want to get too lit up because I like that.
Yeah.
So I've done the rafting in Virginia. You know what I mean? Because I'm from Virginia, so they had a lot of whitewater rafting and stuff like that. Camping. Were you a Boy Scout?
Oh, yeah.
What kind?
Eagle Scout.
Oh, I think we talked about that.
Yeah, I made it all the way to Eagle.
Yeah, not me.
It was kind of one
was
of
a
those things where I was
Padfoot.
forced to, though.
Or Padawan. Littlefoot?
No,
Something like that.
Bear Cub.
No, the other one.
Cub Scout.
No, bigger than that.
Weeblo.
No, I was a Boy Scout, but it was like the first thing. It was like
Like
called
first
a
class?
Padfoot or foot pad or longry.
Pataberry. Fuck, I can't remember the. It's
Pataberry?
first class, and then
Paddington Bear.
the Boy Scouts out
It was
there
the one
are
right
killing
before
me.
first class.
First class Boy Scout.
No, it was right before first
No,
class.
I know. I'm doing because it went Cub Scout, Weeblo, and then you were into Boy Scouts.
Right, and I was a Boy Scout, but the first thing was like called Tenderfoot.
Tenderfoot. That's right.
Tenderfoot.
Tenderfoot. That's right.
So it's not a Padawan.
That
it
means
was a
you didn't
Tenderfoot.
do shit.
got
That's
some
like
badges.
you get a Tenderfoot for just like showing up.
No shit, and then I did some stuff. I got some badges.
What badges did you get? Oh, there they are. What were they?
Tenderfoot, Youngling.
No, there's no Youngling.
No, joining requirements, Scout badge.
Right. So Scout badges, like every
So-
Scout gets it.
so-
Makes you feel good.
Okay, so Tenderfoot. So I did something.
That means
to
you
get
tied like
Tenderfoot.
3 knots to get that.
Yeah, dude.
Second
Fucking
class.
knots are not
First
easy.
class, Star, Life, Eagle, and then the Palms. I got the.
Did you get the Palm?
Yeah, 2 Palms. There's 3. I only got 2. I didn't get all the way. But it was one of those things where I was like 17.
You only got the first base with the or second base with the Boy Scouts.
No, nothing
didn't go all
like
the way?
that. Nothing crazy like that happened in the Boy Scouts. But I have to say, there's a certain age that you hit where, like, you know, you have
It
that.
switches from cool to uncool.
Right.
Yeah.
And you come in and like you go into high school, I think is what it is.
Yeah.
And then you come in, you're like in 9th grade, and you go to Boy Scouts, and you have to tuck in your shirt and like wear your little Scout uniform. And like the second a girl
Wow.
sees you, you're just like, I don't feel uncomfortable. I'm in the Scout uniform.
I feel uncomfortable.
Do you know what I mean?
This makes me uncomfortable.
And then Dad's like, "Go, you have to finish this," and you're just like, "Oh fuck." I didn't say that, Dad. I didn't cuss like that. But I'm glad I have it now.
Yeah, of
looking
course.
back.
Well,
looking
you
back,
know, I
girls
mean,
think it's cute.
That's
you know?
true.
They're like, "Oh, that's so cute. You're a Boy Scout." You're like, "Fuck right, I was." You know, it's like.
You're like, and these pants come down. You know, it's like it's using your moves.
And then you wear
know?
your old Scout uniform, and you're
Oh
like,
Jesus! I think if I were an old, yeah, that's awesome. Anyway,
"Come on!" If
Grand
your girlfriend
Canyon,
put on her
Grand Canyon.
Girl Scout uniform,
Well, that's completely different than
No,
me
it's
in my
not.
Boy Scout outfit.
no, I wouldn't want to see you in your Boy Scout outfit. But
I don't know
like,
if anybody would want to see me in a
if
Boy
your
Scout
girlfriend was
outfit.
like put on the Boy Scout outfit, would you do it?
Of course, but
Yes,
that's
of
different.
course.
That's like the fucking sweater
Oh God, I
You
would
do
never
some
want to see
shit
you.
that you don't-
Oh yeah, of course.
that you don't want to do.
Yeah, but there's
and then
favors.
So does she.
There's a trade-off.
All right, here we go. Staff.
Different episode.
Staff from 24 sent Matt Stone and Trey Parker a Snuke. 2,248 people dug the story, submitted by Ryan Clegg. The hit TV show 24 just sent us, the hit TV show South Park, a suitcase nuke. A suitcase nuke.
That's
Talk
awesome.
about people that get it. Mm-hmm. I mean, this is so much fun. Like, this is what you hope Hollywood is like, where people are making fun of each other. They're like doing, you know what I mean? Like South Park did a whole 24 episode
Right.
where there was a suitcase nuke, which they called a Snuke,
Mm-hmm.
and it was actually hidden in Hillary Clinton's vagina. Mm-hmm. So they kept referring to the Snuke and the Snatch.
Mm.
The Snuke and the Snatch, the Snuke and the Snatch. And so, and it was awesome, but the whole episode was like a 24 with the like frames and
Right,
like
right.
the 24, 24, and so the fact that the people at 24 saw that and sent them an actual briefcase
Oh, that's awesome.
with a mock-up of a nuke in it and a thank you note I mean, that shit to me is like what I hope Hollywood is like. You know what I mean?
I hate how people take like South Park so seriously and they get all upset and offended.
I know.
It's just like, come on, they're just having fun. They're doing this because they can. Why not?
And the fact that you get upset over South Park is the exact thing that they are making fun of.
Right.
You know what I mean? The fact that you see something on South Park and go, oh, I'm gonna, those people are bad. Like if they did a spoof on Diggnation, are you kidding me? I don't care what they made us do.
Right.
I would be flattered. I mean, it's like, you gotta be kidding me. But I
The
think
San
some
Francisco
people,
one was pretty funny. Did you see that?
I didn't see
Because
the San Francisco
that hit
one,
home a little bit. It was pretty funny. It was about the hybrids and all that shit.
Yeah, baby.
It was funny.
Well, that's the thing. And the other thing is that it's, nobody is safe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they make fun of everybody, which I love. Whatever. I love the show.
Yeah, it's a good show.
So, Suitcase Nukes, watch out. It may be raining men.
Yes. Next story of the day.
Oh,
Wearable personal dig button. Dig me, baby. 3,420 people dug the story submitted by Rich Sipe. Said from Scott Beale's South by Southwest Flickr photo set, a personal wearable dig button, kind of like the Axe commercial clicker is just more techy.
So this is sort of an older concept, but then it has an update.
Yes, and no one knew what this thing was. They're like, oh, is this something Dig is making? Like, what's going on? What is this? How does this device work? Honestly, this was created by Phil Terone and the Make team from Make Magazine. And Phil came up to me and he's like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if I made a little brand new intro kit on how to solder and learn about electronics?
Yeah, which I love. That's great.
It's all about programming just a chip so that you can dig something and just push the button and the number goes up by 1. Nothing to do with the website, just a fun kit for newbies.
Yeah.
He's going to do a little video teaching people how to solder for the first time. And then Dig doesn't make any money. We're just going to give him the name to use. All the proceeds are going to go to, or some of the proceeds are going to go to the EFF, and then the rest of the proceeds to like Make and help them further their stuff.
Yeah.
And some other open source foundation that we're still trying to figure out.
Yeah, there was something about like helping people, like solder education or something.
Yeah, I mean, it's anything that we can do to get people involved with electronics is what
I will tell you,
Make is all about.
Yeah, and I will tell you right now, Jesus, soldering is not as easy as it seems. I went out and bought a soldering kit. I remember back in the day when you could mod your Xbox, the original Xbox.
Yes.
Like that guy right over there.
Oh, you retired it.
No, it's still there. I use it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
It looked like it was just retired over in the corner.
Well, it's in the corner because but I still play media stuff, stream media stuff to it.
I got rid of mine.
Media. Your hacked one?
Yeah. I give it to Prager.
Oh,
I give it or sell it to you?
Sold it to me.
I sold it to him.
Well, it's good. Smart. It's a good man.
Yeah.
But, dude, when I bought the little soldering kit, I was like, oh, this is going to be great. And I saw the pictures, like, this is going to be great, great, great. And literally, I opened up the top, and the pictures made it seem like the solder points were, like, nipple-sized.
Right.
And the solder points were, like, 15 fit on that much space. And I was literally like, ha, crack.
Oh, I know.
Oh, fuck.
I know, same here.
And then I like totally Frankensteined it. I'm surprised that still even works.
I feel the same way about mine because I screwed up like 10
You mean
times
the one
and I
that
was
you
getting
sold to Prager?
right. I was getting like some of the solder on other points, and I was like, oh shit, and then I'd have to heat it back up and like quick scrape it off so it wouldn't get on anything.
Yeah.
It was a pain in the ass. Anyway, these leads are, and the solder points are huge. So
but
you
it's
won't have
good
any
to
problem.
learn because it's something I think it's a good skill to have.
I think that's cool. That makes like trying to push, anything they can do to get people involved in electronics early on is a great thing. So,
I agree.
And
did you ever have those kits where you could build a radio? And it was almost like a light bright kind of thing where you actually like put little things and like tied stuff.
Yeah, you know what? I had the
and it made like a radio.
The Erector set.
Sort of.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Of course.
I had that, and then I also had a little homemade chemistry set that my parents got me.
That's cool.
From like Sears.
Yeah.
And the first thing I did was mix everything together to see if it would explode.
Did
and
it
of
blow
course
up?
it doesn't. No.
I know.
That would be awesome.
It would have been. Well, you would have probably been dead.
Well, then Joey taught me how to make thermite.
Which is always good.
Yeah.
Thermite is thermosome.
Don't look that up online because
it's bad and people blow up. Speaking of blow up, let's move to the next story.
Yes.
Third party killed the Wii? 1,949 people dug the story submitted by Mega Sean, unlike Just Sean. Wii needs third party support, but not the kind that it's been getting. Dig this and let these developers know we're on to them. And let Nintendo know we will not take it. I have to say.
So what is everybody up in arms over?
Well, they're basically up in arms over the fact that all the Wii games are just ports of PS2 or PSP games. That there's no real original third-party games. There's a lot of Nintendo games like Wii Sports, Wii Play, Wii, Wario, all these things. But that Zelda, but there's no third party.
Well,
there's
you know why,
Ubisoft is not coming in. Well, there's a lot of yes, there is a reason why, and one of the reasons why he says is that they're actually these larger companies like EA and Ubisoft and BioWare and Pandemic and all those companies are actually going after. They're chasing the Gears of War dream. They're chasing we put $10 million into it, make the game that will blow up on the Xbox 360,
right.
blow up on the PSP or PS3, not have to worry about the Wii. But, it's hard for somebody like them to go in because the development, the graphics are so much lower.
Right.
So they're saying that there's a lot of games out there. And I have to say that Jeff, who is on the Totally Rad Show with me, was a very big proponent of the Wii, bought one like the first week, loved it, and at this point actually tells people not to buy it.
Oh, dude, it's awesome.
But
I've got some new games for it, though. You haven't played all the latest games.
I have. I played Cookie Mama.
What'd you think of Cookie Mama?
It was fun, but
cool.
it's not worth $350.
Yeah, but,
And that's the thing, is that once these third-party applications...
I agree. They catch up, it'll be...
make some really good games.
So I heard, this is a separate story that I read about EA, specifically, that they internally thought the Wii was going to be a failure. Or they didn't think it was going to be as successful as it is today. And so they shifted all their resources to develop for the PS3 and the Xbox 360.
Right.
And so now there's like, oh, what? What's so funny?
Nothing, just...
That's good.
Oh, what? Oh, okay.
I don't know what he's...
I don't know.
I think it's a very
Joey's
interesting
just like,
point.
shit, I didn't buy one.
That's an interesting point.
No, but honestly, it's because I'm saying we so much. Honestly, what it was is that they just they didn't develop anything, and now they're going back and saying, "Oh shit, there's this huge market.
Right.
A lot of people have bought the Wii,
Right.
and it's time to actually create some
Like
games
over
for it."
6 million people bought
Right.
the Wii.
So now I have a feeling we're going to wait about 6 months. There's going to be this dead period. We're going to see some games from obviously from Nintendo. Duck Hunt and the Gun is supposed to be coming out soon.
Well,
that's going to be awesome.
Right, but the thing here's the problem that I have with the Wii.
Did you play? Well, let me ask one quick question.
Shoot.
Did you play the old school Nintendo first generation
Of
kind of thing?
course, that
well,
was
then
my
you would really
loving one.
enjoy all the downloadable content that you can get. On,
Well, but I
on the
can
Wii.
I can download ROMs for free. I can play those in Flash players if I really want. There are a few things that I have problems with the Wii. The graphics is really a problem. You know what I mean? Like some of the games you watch and you're like, well, these are just bad graphics. It's not, compared to the 360, compared to the original Xbox, they are bad graphics.
Right.
So that's a really big problem that I have. And then also, so many of the games are amazing to play with a friend.
Right.
But I would never sit at home and play Cooking Mama by myself.
Right. Neither would I. But Zelda is a great game.
Yeah, but Zelda Schmelda.
Right. I understand that.
Yeah, that's Nintendo. This is about third party. This is where's
I'm curious because you don't own one. I own one.
I don't. Although
Joey
I almost
owns
bought
one. Do you still play yours at your house?
I haven't touched it in weeks, and the
Haven't
only time I
touched it in
touch it
weeks.
is bowling. That's
Bowling.
it. Bowling is the game I played the most.
I have a hard time with bowling. I just can't figure it out. I just don't know when to let go.
I know. Beat the
It's
shit
just,
out of you
yeah,
last
it's
time.
really hard.
There's great concepts for it, but first off, it would even more blow up if it was only $150.
Oh yeah.
Or $199.
Well, and they'll be the first one to get their machine down to that price point.
Oh, of course. Well, because they're now it's like,
right.
well, but they can't keep them on store shelves. I was at Fry's the other day returning a computer I bought for Heather's mom, blah, blah, blah. And this one lady had a Wii, and she was like squeezing it because she was just bringing it in to get serviced. But she didn't want anybody else to see it and like think that they could buy it. And when we were checking out, there were 5 PS3s sitting behind the glass thing waiting to be bought. I mean, it's like, it boggles the mind. It's mind-boggling.
Yes. Well, I have to say, though, Dan bought a PS3. And I was over at his house. Blu-ray is pretty cool. I was watching Bond.
Blu-ray is just like HD DVD.
Yeah, but did you hear that Blu-ray is outselling HD DVD? By quite a bit.
But it's just because, did you hear that it's just
Bond.
because of Bond?
Right.
That the majority of successful HD DVD or Blu-ray discs that are considered top 10 successes have less than 4,000 purchases.
And porn shows HD.
Porn did shows HD.
But have you seen any porn titles in HD?
It's not but it's, dude, down the pipe.
Does Best Buy sell porn?
Literally down the pipe.
Does Best Buy sell
you saw
porn?
it.
Yeah? Does Best Buy sell porn?
Not yet.
No.
Would they, though?
No.
Do they have an adult section? I don't know. I've never
That'd be
looked.
awesome.
Fry's does. Yeah, Fry's does have an adult
Fry's
section.
does. Hello, Fry's.
If you're ever on the West Coast, for the people that don't know what we're talking about when it comes to Fry's,
Fry's is awesome.
think of Fry's like the size of Costco.
It's Costco for electronics.
Right. And
Just
like,
electronics.
honestly, you're like, I need a old DB25 printer, just the hookups. And
Right.
you can go in like a bin, and they're like, there's a little solder points, and you can
Yeah.
buy it, and you're like, what the hell?
Yeah, no, it's
There's like
ridiculous.
4,000 of them.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Like I need a voltmeter, porn, an HD DVD, and a washing machine.
Yeah, and it's there.
And a fries!
It's awesome.
And a bag of nuts.
If you go, they sell nuts there.
They do. They're like so upsellers. To walk into the checkout aisle, it's like through the gauntlet of sweets and like $4
And
PS3
magazines.
games or
Yeah.
PSP games.
It's crazy.
It's the best place to go.
If you're,
But don't go if you have a time issue.
it's in California, and they're also in Las Vegas. So
Yeah.
if you ever get out to either one of those, go check out Fries. Was it Texas? Maybe
Possibly,
Texas. They seem
yeah.
like a Texas kind of place.
They do.
You know what I mean?
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Oh.
Fuck me. All right. Next story.
I think it's mine.
I agree.
All right, amazing. Carlos Mencia steals from Bill Cosby, 3,480 digs submitted by Red Band 2. Almost word for word.
Red Band 2?
Red Band 2. Who is that? You know the
Is
person?
that Red Band? Remember Red Band? He used to come to all the screensaver tapings?
I don't think it's the same person.
Oh,
Is it?
I don't know.
I don't know. Almost word
Oh, that
for
was
word.
Red Man? No,
Red-
that was Red Band, I think.
Red-
I don't know.
No,
Anyway.
it was Red Band.
That's cool.
Almost word for word. Looks like Carlos is in trouble again. So I hadn't kept up with this.
You know,
I
I've seen
had
these
heard-
stories had come up on Dig a lot. I watched some of the videos with Joe Rogan,
Right.
like challenging him about stuff, and then I watched one video that was Carlos Mencia and this bit that was from who's the guy who screams?
Oh.
Sam Kinison.
Yes,
Did
I
you
saw
see
that too,
video?
yeah.
Which is like almost word for word.
I know.
Yeah.
I was surprised. I mean, a lot of this stuff. But what's this? This is a totally different one.
Okay, so this joke basically is Bill Cosby here about 15 years ago making a joke about how a father coaches a young boy.
Oh my God, I love that bit.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like about how he's a young boy, he throws the football
Yeah,
with
yeah,
them.
yeah.
He goes to high school, goes to junior high, watches them play,
Yeah.
cheers him on,
Yeah,
and
and then
goes to high school, goes to college,
Yeah.
gets to the pros, and then at the end, wins the Super Bowl and looks into the camera and says to the camera like, I love you, Mom, thanks for everything, and the dad's just like, oh shit. And Carlos Mencia does the same bit except with more
Dude.
swearing.
He gets the MVP of the Super Bowl. And when the cameras come up to him and say, you got anything to say to the camera? I love you, Mom.
It is almost like you're blown away. I mean, he clearly
That's surprising
saw
because
this
that,
and copied it.
And I love that joke. I thought that was one of the most well played jokes because it had the whole like running down the field, like the
Yeah, I know.
like the whole bit.
And he took it. I just don't understand. Is there some ethics, like a code of ethics with?
There is a code of ethics
Explain
within
to me.
the comic community.
How does it work?
There's no legal ramifications.
So are you allowed to take someone else's joke and modify it, or is that just a no-no?
Well, most people, I think most people tried to, and this is from just a couple stand-up comics that I know.
Mm-hmm.
I think basically the word on the street is you just don't touch anybody else's fucking
Material.
stuff.
It's your stuff is your stuff. That's all there's
Your
to
stuff
it.
is your stuff. If it's a joke that is close to somebody else's joke and you see it and you're like, wow, I totally came up with this by myself, but it is the same, you lose it. Because people, the stigma, I mean, look at how much fucking shit is blowing up on Carlos Mencia
Oh, I know.
about stealing stuff. And this is just the stuff that we now see as the general public. Internally, there's so much strife. Plus, it's like local bands. Like, these guys are fucking traveling around. Everybody knows each other. It's like such a weird relationship.
You know what's killing him more than anything else that I've noticed is YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Because all these old people, have video cameras from 20 years ago or
Yeah.
whatever, and they're recording all this stuff and putting all these old comics online.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, wait a second, I heard that joke, but Carlos Mencia did it. And then they're comparing that, and then
Yeah.
he gets busted. So anyway, some
Bad.
shady stuff. He seems like a nice guy.
He does. I
heard
feel
some
bad
interviews and
because
stuff.
sometimes he's like, this is like a big deal where he gets up and people are really getting up on his business. It seems like he's the pinata of the day where
He needs to
everybody
come
just wants to
clean.
get-
That's all he's got to do is be like, hey, I modified some of their jokes.
I don't know what. I don't know how you
I don't know.
come clean if it seems. I mean, it seems pretty cut and dry to me. Some of the stuff that's
Yeah.
quite lifted.
Anyway,
So I don't know how come clean you can be.
sucks for him.
Sucks for him. Next story. Gaim now Pidgin. Is that word? Pidgin? Pidgin. With
Pidgin.
an I. 2,620 people dug the story submitted by Stale Fries. Due to several legal issues with AOL and their AOL Instant Messenger AIM, Gaim is now known as Pidgin. LibGame is will now be known as LibPurple, and Game Text will be Finch. So I didn't realize this, but what happened was AOL had their instant messenger. Gaim was created. I think it was originally called something else. It was called GTK plus AOL Instant Messenger.
Right.
But so they changed, and basically AOL said, "Whoa, you can't call your product A plus AOL Instant Messenger." So they're like, "All right, okay, we will call our product Gaim." Pulled it out of their ass, right? Well, what happened was AOL was finally like, "Yeah, that's fine. Gaim is fine. AOL Instant Messenger is what we call ours." Well, now we're going to call ours AIM and trademark it. And then they went, knock, 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 "Hey, Gaim, we're called AIM. We're going to sue you." And then they went,
Would
"Hey."
they say that we're going to sue them, or did they say just to, like, cease and desist, like, don't do that?
Well, at first they complained, and the issue was brought up on Slashdot way back in the day. And the game developers, there was like a bunch of legal stuff. I mean, they came in, and then basically what happened was Gaim went and got lawyers because AOL said, like, if you don't change it, we're going to sue you. So they got lawyers, and the lawyers said, well, then sue us. And basically AOL had this whole thing of, we'll try to say we'll sue you. If somebody actually challenges us back, we'll kind of forget about it. Well, they didn't forget about it. Long time later, they go, "Oh yeah, remember that whole thing of how we didn't like the fact that it was called Gaim? We're suing you now." And so now Gaim just basically said, "You know what? Forget it. We are going to change our name when it's not that big of a deal." So they changed their name.
Right.
And I don't know. For me, I'm a little bit like AIM, Gaim. You know, I mean, I get that it's plus the fact that AOL changed their name to AIM after Gaim was Gaim.
Right. See, that's where this is really messed up. It gets really confusing because we've had to deal with some of this stuff at Digg because other people use the word Digg in their name for things that they develop, and we love the fact that people are developing, like, you know, third-party, like, cool little apps and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But when you use somebody else's trademark in your name, if you don't go to them and say, "Hey,
I want to use your trademark in my name."
well, if you don't get some kind of either agreement between the two companies,
Right.
or if you don't go to them as a company, if Digg doesn't go out to them and say, "Hey, you can't do this,"
Right.
then you can lose your trademark.
Oh, right. You were saying this. If you don't actively
Go out and protect
it.
your trademark,
Right.
you can lose it. And then if you lose it, then anybody can use it, including competitors and other sites.
Right.
So
Digg.org,
it's really kind of
Digg.net.
like you have to listen to your attorneys, your trademark attorneys,
Yeah.
and you just say, "Okay, you know, what should we do?" Obviously, you don't want to screw over your fans or people that
Right.
enjoy your product.
Well, I don't think AOL's worried about screwing over Gaim.
Right, which is pretty messed
at
up.
all. Well, I mean, I get it. AOL is like, "Hey, dude, we have an instant messenger. It is free. We want to use it."
Well, what's messed up really is that they trademarked AIM after the fact.
I know,
when
that's the thing
Gaim
that was-
could have done the same thing, but because they're a free open source thing, they didn't do it, and so now they're screwed.
I know.
So that's what's kind of... Anyway.
So, you know, whatever. It's a big dog kicking a little dog, and that's not really cool. But, I mean, nobody... Look, who's using fucking AOL Instant Messenger?
Dude, everybody
mean?
does.
What?
You don't use AIM?
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm dead serious.
You don't use AIM.
Yeah. Everybody uses AIM. Use AIM?
He's talking about the...
Oh, no, I'm not. I'm talking about the client.
hell no.
Jesus,
I
I
use
was like...
Adium.
What? Yeah, right. No, I mean,
no.
I don't care where your name is.
Oh, I thought, I use
Yeah,
the
oh,
AIM
yeah,
network.
me too,
Yeah,
me
yeah.
too. But
Oh, yeah, I don't use AIM. I
Oh,
haven't used AIM forever.
Yeah,
No, hell no.
that's what I was thinking.
No, like, have you seen it lately?
No,
Holy
I have
shit.
not. Why would I?
There's at Digg, out of everyone, there's like 26 of us now. 22 people are on Macs.
Right.
And there's a few Windows people because they need certain applications. Well, Mike Mazer, he installed AIM because he just doesn't know any better, right, initially. And
no.
I sent him like a smiley face, and like, honest to God, like on the AIM client now, explosions with smiley faces fall down the client. I'm like, oh, my mom would love that. Like,
Right. Well, that's
it's just-
and that's who they develop it for.
But it's like, it's so stupid.
No,
It's
I
gotten
know.
really bad. And there's ads all over the place.
Oh, no, I know.
and-
Well, we talked about it like episode 49, the new version. Remember, with all the ad space, and I was like, "What's the ad space?"
Oh, I know. It's gotten
Anyway,
crazy.
AIM bad game, not called Gaim anymore,
Nope.
but good.
And you use Trillion?
No, because your license ran out.
Because you're using my free registration, you bastard. I use Adium on the Mac. Good.
So I
good
use
client.
Gaim now.
Nice. Well, no, you use Pidgin.
Pidgin.
Pidgin. All right.
Next story. Pidgin.
Next
I
story.
didn't mean to Pidgin hold you.
Pictures. French safe sex posters
Oh.
Awesome, but really, really creepy. 3,804
Holy
people dug the story, submitted by
fudge.
Drunken Toad.
Yes, he was.
This is a recent promotion in France which uses really creepy but very well done Photoshop pics that show the dangers of unprotected sex and contracting AIDS. These are great. Enjoy. Basically, what we're going to show you on the screen next is a spider eating out a woman.
Yes, and a man fucking a scorpion.
I mean, we're just telling you
That's
the truth.
what it is. We're French. We've just become a French podcast.
That's what you're going to see.
The man that put the penis in the scorpion, right? And gets it in the pooper, right?
It's pretty weird.
People need to know.
Oh, there it is. French sex.
Really
The
creepy.
spider thing is kind of creepy.
The spider thing is kind of sexy.
How?
Dude.
Oh, well, first of all, that's just disgusting. If I caught my girl with a spider, I'd be fucking
I'd be like, dude. And the guy's like, oh, sorry, dude. She told me, I should just go. Climbs the
The
wall.
scorpion is just really weird.
The scorpion, well, first off, it's man
First of all,
ass.
there's a lot of man ass out there.
But other than that, it's really, he's going to get that thing, right?
I know. Scorpion's a little weird. The woman thing.
It's a little hot.
The woman thing's weird too.
The whole fucking thing is weird, but epic. I mean, now I know spiders can give you some funky shit.
So, moral of the story is don't ever
Bang insects. Especially weird alien giant insects.
You will get AIDS.
Or,
Well, this spider clearly has it.
how was I supposed to know? He looked like such a clean tarantula that was 5 foot tall. That is horrible.
It is horrible.
Horrible.
Anyway,
Damn
kids,
the French.
read up on this because.
But leave it to the French, man. I love that shit. That is awesome.
Well, it just goes to show you.
Spiders equal AIDS.
This is basically like what it's like having.
Oral sex with a tarantula.
Right, pretty much.
Yeah, that's bad.
All right, so
So if you're ever in France,
be careful.
there are some giant insects that will give you sexually transmitted diseases, like spiders.
being seriously though, check it out, and the website it has a lot of information you should read up on. All right,
Really? You were gonna do
I
that
don't
right
know.
then
I
after
didn't.
spider eating
Well,
out woman?
I thought they should.
Guy fucking
The
scorpion?
kids should know that you can get serious things if you don't use condoms. So.
Well, no, that's true. And I'll tell you right now, definitely captures the attention.
Yes, so make sure to use that.
How about we talk about some sponsors?
Let's do
Bring
it.
it up a bit. GoDaddy.com. Get your .com name for just $1.99 with any new non-domain purchase. Plus, as a special Diggnation viewer, enter the code Digg.Q. Dig2 at checkout. Save additional $5 off your order, $30 or more. Get your piece of the internet. GoDaddy.com.
Yes.
Dad.
Do GoDaddy, by the way.
Story
I have to
Daddy
talk
time.
to them because I'm borrowing this Palm. 'cause
From
I was trying out.
GoDaddy?
No, from Palm. And
Dude, Palm.
no, it wasn't a.
No. What the fuck?
No. It was because they wanted us to test out. We have this new
All right. Blah blah blah.
Dig
blah.
compatible website,
getting rid of
digriver.com, and you can view it on there. Anyway,
I'm getting free phone. Alex didn't.
no.
With this. This is what I'm getting.
Well, maybe I can hook
All
you up. The GoDaddy does work on the Palm, and I was checking a domain name because you know how every once in a while you're just like, I want the domain name. Anyway, It does work. A lot of text and stuff. They need to make a mobile version, but I did find out the domain was free and then went and bought it later. Thanks, GoDaddy.
What was it called?
I use the code too. I get free.
Me too. All the time. Whenever
we get
I
the
do it.
same discount,
I
which is
got the
awesome.
Totally Rad Show. The Totally Rad Show. I got the all through
Nice.
domain.
Code's Dig2.
Dig2.
it works.
DIGG2.
Thank you, GoDaddy.
Cool.
Next sponsor, Netflix. Thanks to Netflix for sponsoring a show. As most of you know, with Netflix, you can rent over 75,000 titles online, including lots of HD DVD and Blu-ray titles. I have mine set up now for HD DVD. Do you have that set up?
I have not. Yes.
You need to create an account. I'm going to get you on Netflix. You got to try it.
Done.
I know you don't.
Well, wait a minute, Kevin. If I want to register for a new account, where would I go?
No. Seriously, you would go to. They have over 400 shipping centers.
/Diggnation?
Yes. So go to
Netflix.com
netflix.com/Diggnation. Plans start from $4.99 a month, and as a new member, you get 2 weeks absolutely free. So if you've never tried it, it is cool because you're number one. Can we talk shit about Blockbuster or no? Okay.
All right,
So
fuck
number
Blockbuster.
one, first of all, you're screwing Blockbuster, which has screwed you for years, which I'm a big fan of.
yeah, I
And
felt
two, we have the HD DVD players now for our Xboxes.
It's right there. I'm
You
excited.
choose a drop down and
Yeah.
you say HD DVD and you say save my preferences.
Yeah.
And then it shows you, it swaps out in your queue all the movies that you're going to rent
That
with
are
the
HD
HD DVDs if they have them. And dude, I have HD DVD movies right now at my house that I've rented through Netflix. It's awesome.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Anyway, netflix.com/Diggnation, 2 weeks. No risk trial. Plan starting at $4.99. Try it out.
Rockin'. I'm gonna go do it after the episode.
Cool.
Also, email time.
We want to thank also.
Blow up.
Real one last time mention of JPEG Magazine. If you haven't checked this out,
Oh, yeah.
very cool magazine for photographers. Use the code, go to the website, jpgmag.com. Lots of cool pictures in here. And you can actually get your own pictures in here if you submit them to the website and they get ranked up if you're a photographer. Go to their website, use the code Diggnation, and you will get a discount for your subscription. $10 off.
Nice.
It's a very cool mag. I get
that.
it at the office, and we put it in the bathroom. We read it when we're in the bathroom.
Perfect. Awesome.
It's true.
All
There's a
right.
bunch of magazines we haven't.
So picture email this week, fan mail, sorority in photo. Thank you, Jared. Hey, Kevin and Alex, just wanted to say I've been a fan for a really long time. Think you guys have a great on-air chemistry together. Dude.
Word.
Oh, wait, fancy one. There we go.
But we gotta show everybody that.
Okay.
First you explode
Boom,
out.
and then-
wait. First you explode
This is we
out.
call this time cop.
So you explode out, then you come back, hit, and then suck it back. So let's
do
do
it
it
again.
one time.
Time cop. Fan
There we
mail.
go. Oh,
That's
who,
good.
who made up the reverse? Cameron from Ruby Red Labs made up the reverse.
Okay.
We originally created. Who created that? Just Vegas created that. The original. So
Okay,
there-
that's good. So we'll call it time cop.
Thank you.
I've included a picture of me in my Diggnation shirt with a few girls. I go to Texas Tech University. The Tech Tri-Delt sorority asked me to do a video for them. Spent the past 5 months, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
I did include 2 frames of the raw video, though I don't need to really see that.
We don't need to see that.
Keep on
Oh, actually, we
working.
might.
Jared, Lubbock, Texas. P.S. Alex, what chroma key green screening software techniques do you use for the Totally Rad show?
I learned that as well.
Yeah, there's a button. First off, let me just say,
Talk about the girls.
Jared, you are a happy, happy man.
Yes. One on the far right. Well,
Wait,
first of
far
all,
right or far left?
Far right.
I'm definitely going with the powder blue.
Which is the powder blue? Oh, really?
That's my type.
She's cute.
What's up? Although she looks, she's so young. It's ridiculous.
How old do you think she is? Probably 18.
Oh God, I hope so.
How low will you go down? Did we talk about this before?
No, we didn't talk about this before.
How low
would
will you
you
go? Honestly?
Because I'm 30, you're 30.
Right. So when
What
you're
do we
30. Oh boy. So. Well, first of all, it sucks that they're not 21 because they can't go out drinking with you.
I hear, but how low?
So we talking like smoking hot?
Of
Is
course.
Okay. Is she
Smoking hot, super nice, intelligent, doesn't seem young.
mature?
Of course.
Likes to drink?
Sure. How low?
How many beers have I had?
20. No, let's just be fair.
I'm at
5.
5. Okay. Oh, fine. 17. No, just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's fucked up.
You're like, no, 18. 18.
No, probably. Honestly, I would say no lower than 20. 20 if she's turning 21 soon. She might be 20.
I'm
What,
gonna
is
say
that young?
27. I'm gonna say
No,
27.
I wouldn't want to date for long term.
No, I'm just kidding. Anything legal, as long as I felt like it wasn't, Thank you. I mean, as long as I'm not breaking a law and she's totally happy and I'm totally happy. Although I am in a long-term
What if you're in,
relationship, so
like-
that wouldn't happen. So this is all hypothetical for me. But
What if you're in Guatemala and it's like 16 is legal?
this has got to be a very mature
No,
16-year-old.
you don't want to go there.
Dude, I mean, fucking Guatemala. Who knows?
No,
What?
no, not right. 16 is too young, dude. That's way
No,
young.
that's a weird. That's like teacher stuff. But well, no, it's horrible.
I think like the idea.
Well, I
would
wonder
be
how
like
old she
25 or
is.
26.
I have a feeling
She's like 19.
I'm gonna say she's 20 because that's the way I will think of her
Okay, that's fine.
as 20. Is she the only one in a powder blue shirt? There's one in a dark blue shirt,
You like the one right to the right of the dude.
right to the right of the dude.
Okay,
Wait.
fair enough.
Yeah,
To his left.
whatever. Her
Okay.
name is Let's call her Stacy.
Okay, Stacy.
All right, so thank you, Jared. Oh, and
I got an email.
what do they use? We have there's a cool filter. I think it's like $99. I think it's actually the guys at with the Pixel Perfect. Who are the guys the overall guys there at Pixel Perfect? Pixel Core. I think they actually created it.
Oh, that's cool.
So look up Pixel Core matting program. Matte Blast. It's $99. It works flawlessly. It's what Liam Lynch uses on Lynchland. He's the one that got it into us. Pixel
Sweet.
Core does
Sure
it.
was DV Garage.
It's great. Matte Blast is part of DV Garage.
Oh yeah. That's
So that's what it is.
Good.
You got an email.
Matt writes, "Dear Kevin and Alex, I'd like to thank Kevin for making for making my entire
I like.
Hold on. I'd like to thank Kevin for making my entire family hate me.
Oh,
It was after Easter dinner on Sunday, and I was bored, so I decided to listen to the audio version of Diggnation on my laptop.
Out loud.
A few minutes in, and Kevin drops the quote, "She looks like she can gobble a dick."
Ah, yes, the quote that will live in infamy.
He says, "I admit I started laughing my ass off, but my aunts and uncles and their young kids got pissed. Random family members I don't even really know were giving me rude looks the rest of the day. But still, I thought it was hilarious, no big deal. Just thought I would share my story. Later, happy Easter to you both. Happy Easter to you, Matt."
Correct.
And
Hope the Easter Bunny was kind.
yes, so sorry about that. I did not mean to say gobble a dick.
Well, no, he meant to say it. He just didn't mean for your
I didn't mean
aunts
like
and uncles.
gobble, like a turkey gobble.
Oh, that is an image I did not want to see.
I didn't mean, it was no, it wasn't like that kind of
It
gobble.
was much more, just about oral sex.
No, it was, you know
Oh,
what I
come on.
mean.
It wasn't about, like...
No, it was about that, but it wasn't like rude. It was more like, I didn't mean it to be like,
80s television, young child.
Yeah.
no, I mean, come on, you saw the picture.
Well, I agree.
And she wasn't in porn.
No, she
She
was
wasn't
not.
important. I saw your little comments.
I know
Awesome.
she
I
was something.
confused her with the girl from Family Matters.
Oh, Family
Right,
Matters.
yeah.
She was
She's
important.
The second
No, not the good one.
daughter. Yeah.
Oh, the bad
Not
one.
that there was a bad one or a good one.
Right.
right. Well, that's it for this week's edition of Diggnation. Kevin.
Well, last thing real quick. I
no.
want to tell you to join our Facebook group.
Yeah, Facebook.
Check it out. It's really cool. Do a search. It's the official
Excited.
Diggnation group. Alex and I are members. We can blast use things.
Bam,
when
bam,
things,
Facebook.
When things
Facebook.
come out, when we're doing bars or drink ups. I'm going to think about doing like, not like
Flash mob?
just randomly, like, it's Friday night, shit, let's go grab a drink, kind of boom, blast
Dude,
it out.
I'm going to do that.
Yeah,
Boom,
totally.
Facebook,
You do it in LA, I'll do it at SF.
Dude, I'll
and
get
we're
the
gonna-
Totally Retro guys. We'll do like
Yeah,
Totally Retro beers.
totally.
And you can do Diggnation beers up there.
Yeah. So anyway, join our
Facebook,
group.
Facebook.
Facebook. What is this?
That's Facebook. It's their icon. It's their emoticon.
Emoticon.
Well, that's it for this week's edition of Diggnation. I'm Alex Albrecht.
And I'm Kevin Rose. We'd like to thank you for watching this edition.
And I would also like to not thank you for watching this edition just because I'm that much of an asshole.
And the wine was good.
It was good. Chinky.
Cheers.